Yeah, I started going to therapy a year ago. Actually, February will be a full 1 year of going to therapy, and that whole experience has been transformative. I think about like how I rationalize things or made things make sense, and then being able to talk to a therapist helped me undo a lot of that and help find real meaningful connections between my habits, my patterns, and the decisions I was making. Um, it was really powerful. Yeah. Yeah, I would say if you've ever been brave once in your life, you can be brave again, and you can take those steps to do something that's out of your comfort zone or that you feel like you might need courage for. I think that's one of the most challenging things you could ever do is overcome the stigma of you know, being unable to access mental health resources. It's such an important thing, and it's one of the most brave things you can do to get the support you need, and especially in a world that tells you you should be able to do it on your own, or you should, or what would happen if, and all these things. So I think there's real power in reaching out for that support. Yeah, no, I spent probably like 3 days worth of time on Google, just like researching what I wanted in a therapist, who I wanted, and especially being a person of color, like having access to therapists of color who have, even if they're from a different cultural group or ethnicity, they still have some understanding of cultural experience for people of color that resonates and connects with me and my experiences, especially in the United States, like there's such an important element of race involved, and it impedes every element of our lives. And so being able to find someone who could connect and understand and relate is really, really powerful, and was really, really important for me. It was really significant that I find a therapist of color to share my experiences with, because there's a level of trust that I needed to have. One, being nervous to access mental health, but two, having at least one barrier be out of the way, that being cultural identity, made it easier. So yeah, I needed to find a therapist of color. I would say keep looking, and I would say go through as many Google searches, Psychology Today searches, anything that you could possibly think of. Find that resource that you need, and also given the circumstances of the pandemic, like telehealth is really, really an accessible tool now. And there are foundations that will even pay for your first couple consultations or first couple meetings, especially for people of color. There are so many opportunities out there to get access to the resources you need. And if you were looking for someone to have talk therapy with or some sort of counseling with, like, definitely keep searching and find the model that fits for you, because it doesn't have to be that you go in person. You could talk to someone over the phone. You could talk to someone through, a screen, like we do these days anyway. Like, whatever makes sense for you, try to find that person and keep searching, because the benefits are far beyond the weight of working to get to the therapist you're looking for. Like, once you find them, your world changes if you consistently go. So yeah, that's what I would offer as advice. And that's my therapeutic journey.